Welcome, brothers and sisters. Welcome to a new video of Triple Grace. My name is Michael. I'm the founder of Triple Grace and the Righteous Path Movement Foundation. And the topic of this video is 8-1 is 7-1. The Lord reveals time. Yes, brothers and sisters, He has taken me back to the vision that He has given me a few months ago. That 8-1 is 7-1. It is all about time. What is the time, brothers and sisters? Is it now November? Is it now October? Or maybe already December? Is it the 7th Jewish month, the 8th Jewish month, or the 9th Jewish month? What time is it, brothers and sisters? We are lacking understanding and wisdom here. That's the reason why we are all guessing. So the Lord said, enough is enough. And this is the video about the revealing of time. And it has all to do with us running the race. So let us start there. Do you remember that video I made in July 2020? The great alignment of the stars that I compared to the starting line of the race. If you have not seen it, I will link it in the first pinned comment. There I said all the players of the end times, represented by the stars, were all now standing at the starting line. And they are waiting for the signal to be given by the Son, representing God the Father, so that now the race can start, that the end times will begin. And then you got the understanding about a few days ago, about the White Rider, that the first seal was broken around Rosh Hashanah 2019, and the second seal was broken Rosh Hashanah 2021. So the seals are broken, but the question is, are the end time players already on the race? And this is what this video today is about. The Lord also gave me another vision years ago, and He said that the ministry, my ministry of Triple Grace, will start to run that race, ready, prepared, on 24 in the 8th month. That's all, no year. That's all what He said. So we have to find it. And then yesterday, a sister in Christ of ours here, a precious pearl of the kingdom of heaven, sent me yesterday a video. And that video confirmed everything now. It confirmed a timeline for us. And then in the night the Lord came and said, let me put it down for you so that you have an understanding. And it will fit everything together, running the race, the alignment of July 2027, all what I have said over the prophetic words, what's going on from October, November to December, because even today I will bring you the prophetic word for December 2020. All is aligning now. So let us start step by step. Let us see, where are we now? So, brothers and sisters, the Lord said 8-1 is 7-1. What does it mean? That means that the 1st of August is actually the 1st of July. But if the 8-1 is 7-1, then we also know that 12-1 is 11-1. And when 12-1, the 1st of December, is actually the 1st of November, then now we know where we are standing. Now we know that we are not in November, but that we are in October. Now you see, how is that possible? It's God's timing. It's the timing of the Lord. That's the reason why this video is called The Lord Reveals Time. That we are 1 month late, that has something to do with the constellation. Even you go now to Stellarium and see that everything is pushed ahead at least 14 days or a whole month. So that's what the Lord is telling us. It is not anymore as it was at his first coming, but now it is at the second coming. And this half of a month being pushed forward has also something to do with change of time from spring to fall, brothers and sisters. The first coming was all about the spring period, Passover and all that time. But now the end time, it's about the fall period. So there we have 6 months, half of a year pushed forward. So another month will then start. And there you see that we are not really and truly in November now, but still in October. Brothers and sisters, the video that I received yesterday, I will link it also in the first pin comment, was a very genius one about putting numbers together. And the numbers that came forth for this time, for the day for tomorrow, for example, would be 5555. So this would be the 25th, right? Not the 24th. But then, of course, you have to understand that when first it was for Israel, the nation, for the Jews, the first coming, who rejected him, then now the second coming is for the world. And who represents the world in the moment as the leading nation? The US. So we have a time difference, at least from my place, where I am living now, to the US. I have almost 12 hours difference. So is that not also the same pattern to 6 months from spring to fall? So everything is aligning right now. It is so amazing, brothers and sisters. So that would mean that for me the 24th would be, no, the 25th for me, when it starts, would be still for the people in the US the 24th. So let's get this understanding that is always not fixed on one day, but from the 24th to the 25th, there it will count. And if I get a vision for a certain day, it will also be applicable for the following ones. Because when you receive the vision on that morning or in the night, you do not know if it's for the 24th or for the 25th. So if we are coming to this point, and I said before, that the ministry of triple grace, the Lord said that the ministry will start and run on the 24th of the 8th month, then the question is, if 8-1 is 7-1, and we are talking here about the 8th month of the Jewish calendar, are we then, would October be then the 8th month? Because we have already said that 12-1 will be 11-1. So November will be in December and October will be now. So then we have to know what is a parallel month to the fall month of October. And that is the second month. So the 8th month is October. Also from the name Octo, from the Latin name Octo, it comes 8. So we are now in the 8th month, not in the 9th month. And the opposite month is the second month. And we say that this month, the 8th month, also for us on the Gregorian, it's November, but in God's timeline, it is October. We say it will be the return. So what was then the months before? In our Gregorian timeline, October. But in God's timeline, it would have been September. And it would represent the first month when you look the opposite months. What would be the Passover months and the month of Rosh Hashanah and Tabernacles. That was in our Gregorian October. And how did I call it, the prophetic word for that month? The crowning. Not the crowning with the crowns for our kings and priesthood, but the crowning of the baby. That means the birth is just standing before. And who will bring forth that baby? The King, who will return in November. And now in December, I will give you a new prophetic word. And that new prophetic word is the birth. But that will come in another video. So we see now that we have October, November, December in our Gregorian calendar. But in reality, we have September, October, and November. So November is coming up. But that also means something else, brothers and sisters. That means that another 9/11 is still ahead of us and has not passed yet. So the 9/11 will come then actually on the 10/11, on the 12/11 next month. So let us brace ourselves for something. And is it fitting with everything what I've told you before? Of course, we are waiting the move of the enemy for the Red Rider seal, for the second seal, as it was in the pattern to the coronavirus that also started end of November, beginning of December. So there is a move coming, but this will not be a corona move, this will be a move for war. No matter how it will be, but it will come, and it would fit perfectly together with the 9/11 event. But let me return, because we have not finished about the starting line, about the alignment. So the alignment was done in July. Watch that video, I will link it in the first pinned comment. And then the Lord told me, 24 of the 8th month will be the time when triple grace will start. So if we are all standing at that starting line, then we all will start at the same time, because the signal will be given. So when is that day? Today to tomorrow. This is a time when the signal will be given. This is also the reason, most likely, why the Lord is revealing time now. Because the race is starting. But understand that this is a long distance race. This is not a sprint, but a long distance race. And how is a long distance race unfolding? First, the runners go off from the starting line. Then they all run in this equal pace, and then everybody is seeking his position. Why? Because everybody, every one of the runners has his own strategy. Every one of his own of the runners have their own stamina and power and energy, and they know how to make it, because it's a long distance run. This is not a 100-meter sprint, this is a marathon. And so everybody in the first stages of this race will go into position. And that is exactly what the Lord also has said last week or this week, when he said, this is a time to position my army. These are now the players are getting in position. And I said that from the event that will go forth in December, when the world is fallen, when we have a whole new world, through this event that the enemy will bring forth, then we get into position until March, April 2021, when now fully the war will be at us and over us and around us. So this time is a positioning in that long distance race. Everybody goes into position, find his place. And from there onwards, you see a line of runners in their own position for quite some time. They are moving forward. And then towards the end, now you see fighting about places and then everything else, so that finally a winner comes forth. But it's a long distance race, and you must run with perseverance and the race that is marked out for us. So if you look at that video about the alignment of the players at the starting line, and then you see now that the Lord has said we will start on the 24th of the 8th month, the 8th Jewish month, which is now, because now is October. If you watch the other video where he said 555 is on the 25th, and on the 30th he said in that video that on the 30th day of November Gregorian, not God's timeline, Gregorian. He said there will be 666. And then immediately the Spirit spoke. This is Halloween. But then I said, Halloween we had already in October. Yes, in your Gregorian, but not in God's timeline. In God's timeline we are in October, and the end of October is what? Halloween. 666 is coming up. The evil will rise. And this is exactly how it will fit with a pattern to last year, when in end of November, beginning of December, the coronavirus started. And the news came out, oh, Asia, and then it swept over to the whole world. And then in March, the world was locked. So expect something now, end of November, beginning of December. I will also take you back to a vision the Lord has given me this year, where he said, because of the events in March, the world will be fallen beginning of December. And that is fitting perfectly with what he is revealing now, what he has revealed last night about the time. That we are now in the end of October, and the end of the month will be Halloween. 666 will rise. The enemy will do its step. We will see something that will lead us into war. Yes, there will be a whole new world beginning of December. If that is only for the US, because the US is representing now the world leader, or if it's already for the whole world, or the whole world will only see the effects as it was in the pattern, most likely then in March and April. We will all see a whole new world. But now maybe a whole new world will become for the world leader, for the US first. The enemy will strike there first. I have no idea what this will be, but it will come up. So we know now from the timeline that we are in October. End of October, Halloween. And then we go into God's November, what is our Gregorian December. And that is then what month? The 9th month. And what is the opposite month? The 9th month? In the spring, it is the time of Sivan. And what happened in Sivan? Shavuot, Pentecost. There you will have the Pentecostal outpouring, brothers and sisters. Get excited. Get excited. The time of the birth of the sons of God is at hand. Get excited, brothers and sisters. The outpouring is at hand. We are entering the 9th month in December now. The race is starting right now, from today to tomorrow. The signal will be given. All the players will run forward, seek their position. The enemy will take the first leadership in that race. He will do his step. So the true Halloween and true 666 rising by end of this month, beginning into the beginning of December. In December you will see his move. So what happened in the month of Sivan now? If we're entering the 9th month, and that represents the month of Sivan as the opposite month, the month of Pentecost. What was there? One amazing thing that we should never forget, and that also the Lord never forgets. Is what? Moses went into the cloud. Brothers and sisters, Moses went into the cloud. Are we not waiting to be taken into the clouds right now? Are we not waiting for our Christmas in November? Is that not amazing how the Lord has revealed it now? That our Gregorian December, where we traditional celebrate Christmas, will be in reality the November, and we will have truly a Christmas in November. And that is also the month when Moses went into the clouds. So we will also be taken into the clouds. And our birthing will take place at this time as the sons and daughters, as is written in Romans. I think Romans 8, where it says that the whole world is groaning for the birth of the sons of God. This is the timing, brothers and sisters. Pentecost is when Moses went into the clouds. This is also the time when he came back with the instruction from the Father. He came back with instruction for God, for all his chosen people. Were they not called the chosen vessels? Are we not called a remnant now and the chosen vessels for such a time as this? And are we not waiting for the instruction to come from the Father? So when we come down after our transformation in the clouds, we will have our tablets, we will have our instructions. What to do, where to go. This is the month of Sivan and the month of the ninth month in the Jewish calendar. But it's also November coming up, not December, in God's timeline. And what else happened there? This was Moses. So Moses went into the clouds, he received the tablets, and for the chosen people. Perfect pattern to us. What else? What about the Pentecost? What about the Pentecostal outpouring? What about this? What about the upper room? What does it represent, brothers and sisters? Get ready and prepared to wear the crown of Jesus Christ, to walk in his image. This is exactly what you do. Where do you put a crown? In your pocket? No. You put it at your feet? No. You put it on your head. And what is the symbol of the first apostles? What did they receive? Fiery tongues over their heads. That was their crown for their time, because they were not moving as kings and priests in that time. But now in the end times, we will walk as kings and priests. That is written in Revelation 1, that God has made us kings and priests. And so we are walking as that because we are serving in the holy place. And so we receive a crown, and we wear the crown that Jesus has worn before us. Why? Because he is the head and we are the body. And so now if we walk in his image, his body now will be crowned, gets the crown, and will start the work in everything in Christ Jesus. We are walking his images, preparing the way for him, for his second coming. Such amazing. So get ready. You will be gathered and you will wear the crown of Christ for your end time ministry, for your destiny. Let me have a look at my notes so that I do not forget anything. Yes, brothers and sisters, I think I covered almost all. So let's have a look. Watch the video from July about the starting line with all the players. Now the signal of the start will come forth today to tomorrow, most likely in the night. The race is beginning. It's a long distance race. Everybody is looking for position now. The enemy will go into first position and will strike first. We will see it end of November, because it's a true Halloween, the true October in God's timeline, and something will happen at the beginning of December, similar to the pattern of the coronavirus last year. Then the positioning will take place until March, April 2021, and there we are all then in a whole new world. This is the month of November. So we will have a true Christmas in November. And we will also have the birthing forth as the sons of God. We will go into the clouds as Moses did, because it's a corresponding month to Sivan, the month of Shavuot and Pentecost. The crowns will be given to us. The Lord will give us the mantles and the gifts. This is a month in the December, which is actually November. And don't forget, another 9/11 is coming up. Get prepared, brace yourself, stand ready. But actually we are now, from today to tomorrow, we are starting the race and we are running. First slowly to find our position. And then from March to April 2021, the race is completely and fully on. From there on we will race forward into our mission, wherever the Lord will send us. But this is a month, the upcoming months now of December is a month when we will go into the clouds, receive our tablets, our instructions, where to position ourselves and how to get the final preparation until we start now. The race is on. Watch also that video about the man who talked about the numbers. It is such an amazing one. And when you do not have an understanding what the other numbers mean in that video, take them to strong concordance. And you see, for example, that 28 and 29 has something to do with love is in the air. Does that mean maybe that the children will escape, the escape of the innocent? It is a possibility, but I'm not setting dates for that. So let us now go into a glorious month of the birth. Finally, the birth is coming for us. Finally, I will talk about it more in another video about the prophetic word for December. Here in this video, now you got an understanding about the Lord's time. That 8-1 is 7-1. That 12-1 is 11-1. Another 9-11 is coming up. The enemy will strike now. And the race has started. Brothers and sisters, you are so blessed to receive all the revelations. And me too. I'm very happy when the Lord comes and says, look, I have something for you. Get an understanding. Our time has come. We need to separate ourselves. We are running that race as a remnant on one line. But we need to come and stand in unity. We have to embrace the former rain so that we can now in December receive the latter rain. That we are ready. Ready to run that race and ready to get the prize. The month of November, the 9th month, is the corresponding month to Sivan, the month of Shavuot, the month when Moses went into the cloud, when he received the tablets, the month when the first apostles received the Pentecostal outpouring. We are going into a glorious month. Hold fast. I can only say what Dana Kavaston always says, brace yourself, because you are getting burst. You are getting burst now into your destiny, and the world will see the forthcoming sons and daughters of the Most High, ready to enter their destiny and purpose here on earth, ready to be the forerunners and the preparer of the way for our Lord and Savior Jesus Christ. If you have any question about timing, maybe you have to listen to this video again and again. Write it down. Make some notations so that you know what I was talking about. What 8-1 to 7-1 is. Why October is in November and November in December, so that you get all this clear. And what the correspondent months of the upcoming December is Sivan. And there we have Shavuot and Pentecost. And there we have the going into the clouds as a pattern. There we also have receiving the crown in the pattern. So Jesus is coming for us. That was a month when God came down from the heaven onto Mount Sinai. This is a time when the Lord is coming for us. Jesus will come in the cloud and we will meet him there, and he will transform us into his image so that we can prepare his way as kings and priests here on earth. We will receive our first dominion through the tablets. It's a powerful month. I hope this video blessed you and give you an idea why the Spirit always told me Christmas in November, Christmas in November, Christmas in November. It is not only because Jesus is coming in the clouds, but it is also because he wanted to tell us time. Christmas we have usually in December, but now it's in November, because December is November. And November, what is the original December, is the 9th month, corresponding month to Sivan, the month of Shavuot and Pentecost, the month to go into the clouds, the month when God came down from heaven, the month when the Pentecostal outpouring was. Brothers and sisters, be blessed. Be blessed in the name of the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. Have a great day. Maranatha.